welcome back to another Ark Official PVE Fjordur video. In this video I'll show you how we did the beta bosses. I'll show you the stats of the dinosaurs, I'll show you what you need to take in, and I'll give you some tips on how to complete each boss. First up is the Broodmother. We're at 5465 where we can go into the fight. Into this fight we're taking 9 Megatheriums and 1 Yudi. The Megatheriums are wild tamed, so they have no mutations or imprint. They have around 13 to 15k health and around 400 melee. I was a little too lazy to heal up the Yudi, but it's supposed to have 24k health and it has a 4k stam. For the beta fight you need 3 artifacts: Clever, Hunter, Massive. You need 5 RG Talents, 5 Sarco Skins, 5 Sauropods, 5 Titanoboa Venom and the Bela Relic. If you do not know how to get the artifacts, I have a video on that as well. And if you do not know how to fight Bela, that is included in the Gamma fight video. Once you're in, just send your Megatheriums in and start buffing them with the Yudi. Every once in a while I whistle attack target again just so the Megatheriums keep doing their thing. The Megatheriums are specifically good for the Broodmother because they get the bug buff once they kill the Araneos. But what I didn't think of is that they don't get the bug buff when there's no rider on them. And I thought I could easily solo this fight. But we did lose 1 Megatherium, because the Megatheriums didn't get the bug buff because there was no rider riding them. So a safer option is getting another person to ride a Megatherium. Get the bug buff, hop over to another Megatherium and get the bug buff on that one. And circle between the Megatheriums. We still made it, but the Megatheriums got absolutely shredded. Way more than if they were to have a rider. We did beat Beta Broodmother by only losing 1 Megatherium. This Megatherium lost 8k health, 14k health, 8k health, 10k health. So as you can see, they got absolutely shredded without a rider. Once you complete the fight, don't forget to look for the element and the beta head. You're gonna need the beta Broodmother head for the beta Fenrir fight. Next up is beta Megapithecus. We're at 4982 where we can go into the Megapithecus fight. We're taking in 18 Deinonychus, 1 Rex and 1 Yudi. The Deinonychus have around 4k health and 400 melee. They're all in primitive saddles except for one. One has a Mastercraft saddle which we've gotten out of a drop. The Rex has 30k health and 500 melee. The Yudi has 24k health and 4k stam. For this fight you need 3 artifacts: Brood, Devourer, Pack, 5 Megalania Toxin, 5 Megalodon Tooth, 5 Spinosaurs, 5 Thericlaws, 5 Thylaclaws and the Steinbjorn Relic. If you do not know how to get the artifacts, I have a video on that as well. And if you do not know how to get the Steinbjorn Relic, that is included in the Gamma fight video. Once we spawn in, we set up the Deinonychus in a straight line. We do this so when the boss comes, the Deinonychus will be sent in and block his path. My tribe mate lures over the boss. And once the boss almost reaches this big tree, we send in the Deinonychus. As you can see, the Deinonychus block his path and he won't be able to get to us. My job on the Rex is to protect the Yudi. Don't get too close to the Deinonychus. The boss will throw rocks, and if you get too close to the Deinonychus, it'll hit the Deinonychus. And there we go, that's beta Megapithecus done without any casualties. Don't forget to grab the head and the element, cause the head is needed for the beta Fenrir fight. The Deinonychus lost about 1 to 2k health each. The Yudi lost 6k health, and the Rex barely got touched, it only lost 3k. Next up is Beta Dragon. We're at 83.8, where we can go into the dragon fight. Again, we're taking in 18 Deinonychus, a Rex and a Yudi. It's the same Deinonychus as you've seen before, with 4k health and 400 melee. It's the same Rex with 30k health and 500 melee, and the same Yudi with 24k health and 4k stam. For this fight you need 4 artifacts: Cunning, Immune, Skylord, Strong, 5 Aloe Brains, 5 Basilow Blubber, 1 Giga Heart, 5 Tuzo Tentacles, 5 T-Rex Arms, 5 Yudi Lungs, and the Hadi Relic and the Skull Relic. If you don't know how to get the artifacts, I have a video on that as well. And if you don't know how to get the Hadi and Skull Relic, that's included in the Gamma fight video. Once we spawn in, I walk forward a couple of times to get the dragon to spawn. But we stay back with the Deinonychus and the Yudi. Watch out for the fireballs and the pteranodons and the dimorphs. The dimorphs will wreck your gear, so it is smart to bring an extra gear set. And med brews. Once the dragon lands, we send in the Deinonychus. My tribe mate got a bit too close, so the dragon used his fire breath. So make sure you stay far away from the boss and let the Deinonychus do their thing. They do the same thing as in the Megapithecus fight. They block the boss and the boss won't be able to get to us. Once it flies up, you gotta make sure you whistle passive and follow all really quickly. I whistle passive and my tribe mate whistles follow all. Otherwise the Deinonychus might try and follow the boss. Once the dragon lands again, you gotta wait until it walks a little bit forward before you send in the Deinonychus. There's a lava stream there and you don't want your Deinonychus falling into that. The dragon will keep aggro on the Yudi and the Rex, so sometimes you gotta walk around just to make sure that the dragon walks into the Deinonychus and doesn't slip around it. Once it flies up, I whistle passive, my tribe mate whistle follows all, and the Deinonychus will be at our spot again. When the dragon is up in the air, it shoots fireballs and the morphs and pteranodons will spawn that you have to get rid of. We wait for the dragon to land again and we send in the Deinonychus. My tribe mate got hit again. And there you go, beta dragon without any casualties. Do not forget to grab the head and the element, because like I said, you're gonna need the beta head for the beta Fenrir fight. The Yudi got hit a couple of times and it lost about 8k health. The Rex barely got touched. The Deinonychus lost about 1 to 2k health again. After defeating all 3 beta bosses, we're gonna do the beta Fenrir fight. We're taking in 19 Rexes and 1 Yudi. The Rexes have around 30k health and 500 melee. The Yudi has 24k health and 4k stam. Some of the Rexes don't reach the 30k. There is even a couple that only have 20k health. The saddles range from 70 to 90 armor. For this fight you're gonna need head of the beta Broodmother, head of the beta Megapithecus and head of the beta dragon. We're currently in Asgard at the red op because all the other ops were occupied by dinosaurs that players have left there. We use a Freya curry because it is quite cold in this boss arena. We take the Rexes to the left side of the arena. We were hoping that the cliffs would not allow the tiny wolves to get to us, but they did get to us. So we let the boss come towards us. And once it's close, we send in the Rexes. Me and my tribe mate stay far away from the boss. The boss has an attack which can kill a player. The only thing I might do sometime is get rid of the wolves surrounding the Rexes. The Rexes did have a really hard time with this boss fight. If you're gonna do alpha, I don't recommend Rexes, or you're gonna have to have fully mutated Rexes and 124 saddles, and you might be able to make it. From what I've heard, Fairies and Shadowmanes are a really good combination to do this boss fight. So if you want to attempt alpha, you might want to look into that. I'm going in to get rid of the tiny wolves, but that's the only thing I'm doing. I'm really reluctant to go close to the boss. We did lose 1 Rex in this fight, and all the other Rexes were really badly hurt. But we made it, and that's what matters. I've got a Fenrir in my inventory, and for beta it's a level 190. As you can see, the Rexes are super bloody. A couple of them barely made it. Do keep in mind that I was still sitting on a full health Rex, because I stayed away from it. So when things would have gone south, I could have still sent that one in. As you can see, they're really badly hurt. Don't forget to grab the element and the head. This time you can use the head as a nice ornament in your base. Thanks for watching, and I really hope this was useful. And if it was, don't forget to like, comment, or maybe even subscribe. If you want to attempt Alpha, it might be a good idea to look into Theres and Shadowmains. Good luck on your adventures!